Since liberals oppose nuclear families, traditional gender roles, and American holidays, with Thanksgiving now less than 2 weeks away, many are calling for dinner to basically be canceled because of the coronavirus. California Governor Gavin Newsom says that you're not allowed to have people from more than 3 different households over for dinner. Everybody has to eat outside and sit at least 6 feet apart. Seriously, he referred to the new California Department of Health guidelines, which literally prohibits more than 3 households from getting together. It's literally the first rule. Quote, gatherings that include more than 3 households are prohibited. He also wants people to wear face masks to dinner. When gathering, face coverings must be worn in accordance with the California Department of Health guidelines. It gets even better though. They have rules for singing, chanting, and shouting, even while you're at the outdoor gatherings. Singing, chanting, shouting, and physical exertion significantly increase the risk of COVID-19 transmission, they say, because these activities increase the release of respiratory droplets and fine aerosols into the air. All people who are singing or chanting should wear a face covering at all times while singing or chanting, including anyone who is leading a song or chant. People who are singing or chanting are strongly encouraged to do so quietly, or at least below the volume of a normal speaking voice. Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot has gone even further, saying that you shouldn't have anyone over for Thanksgiving. Stay at home unless for essential reasons, she tweeted. Stop having guests over, including family members who do not live with you. Avoid non-essential travel and cancel traditional Thanksgiving plans.
You must cancel the normal Thanksgiving plans. You must cancel the normal Thanksgiving plans.
Of course, Mayor Beetlejuice will have Thanksgiving guests over as usual right after getting her hair cut. She's the mayor who got caught getting her hair cut after she ordered all non-essential businesses, including salons, to close back in April. But here she is last Saturday in the streets of Chicago, not wearing a mask and not social distancing, celebrating the mainstream media declaring that old Joe was the projected winner of the 2020 selection.
This is a great day for our country. We get to take our democracy back. Yeah!
Well, it sure is a good thing the liberals are immune from the coronavirus. Otherwise, this would have been a major super spreader event. And speaking of hypocrisy, here's old Joe at the first presidential debate saying that he wouldn't declare he was the winner until after all of the votes were counted and certified independently.
Vice President Biden, final question for you. Will you urge your supporters to stay calm while the vote is counted, and will you pledge not to declare victory until the election is independently certified?
Yes, and here's the deal. We count the ballots, as you pointed out. Some of these ballots in some states can't even be opened until Election Day. And if there's thousands of ballots, it's going to take time to do it.
It sure is taking time. It's been almost a week and a half now, and they're still counting. And it's been almost a week now since old Joe declared that he was the winner. And Nasty Pelosi was asked, since the Democrats waited almost a month and a half for Al Gore to concede in 2000, why are they in such a rush to have President Trump do it now?
Speaker Pelosi, in 2000, Democrat Al Gore was allowed to press his legal challenge against George W. Bush in Florida for 37 days. Do you think the same type of patience should be afforded to President Trump in his legal challenges?
It's most unfortunate that the Republicans have decided that they will not respect the will of the people.
I'm sorry, Skeletor, but the will of the people is to actually ensure that our elections are free from any undue influence and underhanded tactics. And I've been telling you guys to brace yourselves for the likely outcome of President Joe, but that certainly doesn't mean that we give up. Here's President Trump on Jimmy Fallon's show back in 2016.
How would your coworkers, peers describe you?
As somebody who never gives up. We never give up. We can never give up, right? Never.
That's right, sir. Trumpism will rise again. And I predict that Don Jr. will run at some point in the next 12 to 16 years to avenge his father's legacy.
Supporters of President Trump are expected to descend on the nation's capital Saturday for what's been dubbed the Million MAGA March. A number of conservative and far-right groups plan to take part in the demonstration. It's expected to begin in Freedom Plaza and then head to the Supreme Court. Other pro-Trump rallies are set to take place simultaneously in cities across the U.S. We should note left-wing groups have also applied for permits in Washington, D.C. this weekend, raising questions about the possibility of clashes.
That sounds like a great time, but I'm sure that Facebook is doing everything they can to delete as many posts as possible to keep attendance down. And Bloomberg is upset that conservatives are able to doubt the mainstream media by posting our own videos on YouTube. The New York Times is upset too. Their tech reporter, Daisuke Wakubayashi, tattled on some videos to YouTube and tweeted that he was upset because they didn't remove them. YouTube said the video didn't violate the guidelines. While it does not allow videos with misleading claims about voting, it does allow people to express views on the outcome of current election or vote counting, in this case, blatantly false views. And CNN has taken Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's undesirable list idea to heart and literally compiled a list of Republican senators who haven't congratulated old Joe. And Little Brad Stelter is upset that Parler, the Twitter alternative that actually allows free speech, is becoming a massive success, having tremendous growth as people are tired of the censorship on Twitter, so they're leaving.
There's this new social media app called Parler getting a lot of attention because conservatives are saying they're leaving Twitter and Facebook, going off to Parler because they believe Parler's a safer space for them. What we're seeing is even more of a bunker mentality in right-wing media, and ultimately that's not good for the country.
No, it's not good. It's a threat to democracy that these people are in echo chambers and they're getting fed a diet of lies, essentially.
A diet of lies, they say, as they continue to gaslight their moronic viewers.
What are we, in junior high school?
And speaking of censorship, my new book, Hollywood Propaganda, How TV, Movies, and Music Shape Our Culture, which was banned by Amazon after the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce claimed that I violated the trademark of the Hollywood sign by using a similar font on the cover. It is now back in stock, so get it while you can. I did have to change the font, even though my lawyer and another lawyer I consulted with both agreed that it's absolutely ridiculous, it's clearly fair use, there's no case, but they said you should pick your battles. So I changed the font, but I'm not changing a single word inside, which will probably cause problems down the road. So get it while you can by heading over to Amazon.com or click the link in the description below and check it out.